So in this video, I want to talk about why this whole thing about genetic testing or for autism and other things is wrong from an evolutionary standpoint, not a genetic one. And some stuff about evolution. Evolution, people say it's about survival of the fittest. It's not. You have a lot of things going on that doesn't mean survival of the fittest at times. You have survival by random chance, which is actually a huge deal. Some creatures randomly survive, some creatures randomly have more kids, some creatures randomly die, and some genes are randomly transmitted next generation. You have sexual selection. You have selection that also you have this evolution that is made for that it's not good in the long run because the organism just outcompetes the whole environment, but then runs out of food or something. So evolution's not always perfect or about long or short ones, not always the survival of the fittest. But big thing is that people like Richard Dawkins, and who has been criticized by a lot of the scientific community actually for his ideas, and good ones have been proven wrong by E.O. Wilson, Stephen Jay Gould, who I both highly recommend you read, especially Stephen Jay Gould, Gould, is that organisms live in societies. And example is bees. There's and bee colonies are horribly designed if you look at the individual organism. The queen bee can't survive very long on her own. Worker bees can't reproduce at all. Drones are basically useless, but they live and work together to make a super colony. Same as with termites, ants. But people also live in societies and we work together to more than a whole. You can't look at the parts and the whole is stronger. Bees and ants and termites are some of the most successful bugs because they work together. Human beings are some of the most successful creatures because we work together. You can't look at an individual thing. And things that are harmful, and beavers also they build their own houses and stuff. You don't see, if beavers didn't take account to build dams, they wouldn't. But things in society, living in society, what's good and bad is very different than if you look at what's good and bad if you're living all alone. To illustrate this example is, you hear about how bad high blood pressure is. And for some extent that is true. But high blood pressure in the old days is actually what's good, because it's more likely to survive certain types of strokes, getting your blood cut off from your brain, a massive blood loss, and certain types of traumatic infections, which are not that common anymore, but you're more likely to get problems with your heart. Eyesight problems now not a big deal like they were a long time ago. Nowadays, having an odd sleep schedule is not good anymore. But in the old days, it can be good because you kept awake to see if the ferrets would not be attacked by an animal late at night, or you can prepare for stuff late at night, or you could do night hunting and hunting different creatures, or night chores. Nowadays, with everyone living in the same schedule, it's more of a hindrance. Society changes what is good and bad. So instead of looking at, we must make people fit society, if society was more accommodating to different types of people, that might lead to benefits. Some autistic people more likely have special interests, and we dive down there, and that passion can lead them to giving advances in ton of advances to society. I'm not just talking about math or STEM, I'm just talking about all over the place. That can lead them to being good entertainers or stuff like that. They less like conform to society and bring new novel ideas. But we have to accommodate them for them to be useful. So instead of saying we need to make the people for society, maybe if we make society accommodating for more people, it would actually be an evolutionary better way of looking at it. And that any disability doesn't matter if society gets rid of it being a disability. It doesn't matter if I can't walk, if we had technology advanced enough that it replaces my need to walk totally. Stuff like that, society can get rid of everything that's a hindrance and it's no longer a problem. Second thing is diversity is good. If I have a different mindset than you, I can solve different things than you can, and we can work together to solve more than the whole. We can do more things than each of us could individually do, as long as we're accommodating to each other. And this stigmatizing and medicalizing drug inducing is not doing that. It is doing the exact opposite of us working together to make a more accommodating society which can move on. The third point in why this whole genetic study is messed up and looking at autistic people from in the genetic evolution thing is people have been horrible judges. Instead of looking accommodating, we've always and still do misjudge people, and we don't know what's good and bad. So why should we look at this in evolutionary? We can look at any history about racism, you can look at sexism, ethnic things, and so many more prejudices. And we've always tried to use genetics to genetics or some theory of superiority that you can say is not genetic, but it has this race is superior, so should be a dominant race and this race should go extinct. Or this group of people. That, with us being so horrible judges, we should not be doing all this genetic stuff. But instead we could focus on making society more accommodating for diversity, which is also what evolution is actually a good thing in evolution. Well, thank you very much for listening. Please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers in a year and 4,000 watch hours, which is really hard, but really help I think can do it. Also, if any of these for future videos, comments, or suggestions, please leave them in the comment section below. Thank you very much again. Goodbye.